Good morning. Today we're going to look at phonics pages 169 and 170. And we're still talking about ER and EST. Remember yesterday we said we use ER to compare two things and EST to compare three things. And yesterday all we had to do was write our ending after our base word. But when a word ends with Y, we have to do something a little bit different. Let's look at the word silly. Silly ends with a Y. Now, Y is really a hard-working letter. It works harder than any other of the letters because Y is both a consonant and a vowel. Y works so hard, sometimes it needs a break. Sometimes it just needs a day off. So, if I was needing a day off, I would need a substitute. So we're going to give Y the day off. And his substitute is I. All right, goodbye, Y. Have a nice day off. Your substitute I is here. And then I can add either my ER ending or let's do EST. Oh, Y, you worked so hard. Go take the day off. See you later. Substitute I is here. And add EST. And I just did number 1 for you. Let's read the instructions and we'll talk about number 1. It says add ER and EST to each word. Print the new words on the line. So they want you to remember in number 1, under ER, to take that Y away, give it a substitute I. All right? So in number 1, under the ER column, write sillier. And under the EST column, write silliest. I'll give you a minute to do that now. For number 2, we're going to look at the word happy. Then we're going to add the ER and the EST ending. So Y, you're working really hard. Go take the day off. Your substitute is here. And then add ER. So under the ER column for happy, write happier. Remember to give the Y a substitute I. And we're going to do the same thing for happiest. Y, you work really hard. Go take the day off. Take a break. Substitute I is here. And we'll add the EST ending. Okay. You're going to finish 3 and 4 on your own. And let's see what we're going to do at the bottom. Finish each sentence by adding ER or EST to the base word beside each sentence. Print it on the line. Number 5. Today was Justin's blank day of the week. Remember, there are 7 days in a week. So was it his happier day or his happiest day? I hope you said happiest. Remember, give the Y a substitute I and add your EST ending. And if you need a reminder, here it is for number 5. And number 7 is a little tricky, so we're going to go down to number 7. It was blank than it had been all week. And so you might be thinking it's talking about all the days in the week. But what it means is all the other days weren't sunny, and this one was. So it's comparing sunny days with not sunny days. It's only comparing 2. So number 7 should be sunnier. Remember, when you write sunny, say, oh, why? You need a break. You work hard. Take the day off. Substitute I is here. And write your ER ending. Okay. I want you to pause it here because we're doing something different on the back. And when you're finished, you can turn the recording back on and we'll go over the instructions for the back for page 170. All right, welcome back. On the back, we're doing the same thing, but instead of adding an ER or an EST ending, we're making a plural. We're making more than one. So we're going to do the examples. It says circle the name of each picture. We're going to look at the examples at the top, and we're going to start with number 1. Number 1 has Daisy and daisies. Okay? Remember, Y works really hard, needs the day off. Okay? Bye, Y. Go take the day off. I'm going to give you a substitute I. And then I'm not just adding S, I'm adding ES. Remember, we added ES to some of our plurals before. And in number 1, there are 2 daisies there. So you're going to circle the word daisies. Okay. Let's look at number 2. Number 2, you have the word cherry and cherries. So remember, to make cherries, you're going to send that Y for a break. He works really hard. He's taking the day off. You're going to give him a substitute I and add ES to make cherries. Now, don't let it trick you. Look at number 2. There's only 1 cherry. So remember, you're circling the word cherry, not cherries. And number 3, we have a lily. All right. Remember, Y works really hard. It's a both consonant and a vowel. We're going to give it the day off. Give it a substitute I and add ES. And in number 3, there are 2 lilies, so you're going to circle the word lilies. Okay. Let's look at the bottom of your page. Let's read the instructions first. Use the rule to add ES to the word beside each sentence. Finish the sentence by printing the new word on the line. Okay. Number 4, we wrote blank for our class book. Which word is at the end of the sentence in the little picture of the book? It is the word story. So you don't have to look for which word is correct. It's not a word box. You're just using the word at the end of the story. And you have to remember the rule. For each one, each word you write, you're sending the Y to take a day off, giving it a substitute I, and adding ES. So go ahead and finish that, and we'll see you back here when you're finished for math. All right, we're going to look at our math pages. We're on pages 507 and 508. And today we're going to continue subtracting, like we have been, starting with the 1s and then the 10s. And then we're going to check our subtraction by adding, which I know we've done before, but I'd like to review it since it's been a little while. So we're going to start with the example at the top. A store has 55 birthday banners. 14 birthday banners are red. How many birthday banners are not red? So remember, you're starting with 55. If we know 14 are red, we can take away the 14 to find out how many are not red. Remember, if it helps you to remember to start with your 1s, you may draw a line down the middle. 5 1s minus 4 is 1. 5 10s minus 1 10 is 4 10s. So 55 minus 14 is 41. So 14 are red, 41 of them are not red. Okay, remember fact families? We can use our fact families. They use the same numbers. So if I add my bottom 2 numbers together, I should get the number that I started with. So I'm going to add 41 plus 14. Remember, I'm starting with my 1s. 1 plus 4 is 5. 4 10s plus 1 10 is 5 10s. Does my top number, my whole that I started with, match? If it does, I know I did it correctly. All right, we're going to do 1 together. We'll do 1 and 2 together. Number 1, they did it for you for practice, but let's go over it. Number 1, is 68 minus 56. I'm going to draw that line to help me remember to start with my ones. 8 minus 6 is 2. 6 tenths minus 5 tenths is 1 tenth. So 68 minus 56 is 12. All right, I'm going to start with my 12. I'm going to add my middle number, 56. 2 plus 6 is 8. 1 tenth plus 5 tenths is 6 tenths. If they match, I know I did it correctly. Okay, and let's go over here and look at number 2. 32 minus 11. I'm going to draw my line to help me remember to start with my ones. 2 minus 1 is 1. 3 tenths minus 1 tenth is 2 tenths. So 32 minus 11 is 21. Okay? I'm going to take that 21, bump it up to the top. 21 plus 11. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 tenths plus 1 tenth is 3 tenths. And I have 32. It matches, so I know I did it correctly. Number 10 we talked about. Explain how adding can help you to see if the difference is correct. We know the related facts, and they have to use the same numbers. So if we get the same numbers, we know it's correct. So you may put a check mark on number 10. Okay. When you're finished with the front, you'll go on and complete the back. And then you can come back and we'll do English. See you in a bit. Okay, we're back for English. And our English pages are 177 and 178. Okay. And on page 177, we're just going to read the poem about ladybugs. A ladybug is helpful and pretty bug. Ladybugs eat aphids. Aphids are bugs that can harm crops. That is why farmers like ladybugs too. Ladybugs are red with black spots. As a ladybug gets old, the spots fade. The next time you see a ladybug, remember it is a useful bug. All right, so this is just like your animal reports. The only thing it didn't include is where it lives and what class of animal it is. But it told me what it looks like, it tells me what it eats, and it gives me some interesting facts. I hope you're having fun with your animal reports. I really can't wait to read them and see which animal you chose. All right, let's turn the page over to page 178. And look at the word in blue at the top. It says synonyms. I know it sounds like cinnamon, but it's not cinnamon. It's synonyms. I want you to say synonym. Synonym. We're going to be talking about synonyms for the rest of the week. And let's read what a synonym is. Synonyms are words that have almost the same meaning. Use a synonym instead of writing the same word over and over. For example, I feel cold, I feel chilly. If you were writing about a snowy day, instead of using the word cold over and over again, you could make your writing more interesting by using a synonym such as chilly. And here it says draw a line to match each picture to the correct synonym. So let's read the synonyms in the blue boxes. Ready? Big, large. They mean almost the same thing. Sad and unhappy. Happy, glad. Small, little. Jog, run. So go ahead and draw lines to match those up, and you'll be finished with your English for the day. Enjoy the rest of your day.